Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is free range. And our surprise guest just happens to be Mr. Drake Bailey. Hi, Drake.
Hello. Um, I think I ought to explain something here. There's only two reasons that I wear this hat, this particular black one, and one reason is because some people uh, need to be smacked in the sensitive spots. the other one
Okay.
is that I'm on a kill mission, and if you happen to be the target, um, shame on you.
I mean, are you sure it's okay to be saying these things right now? I
I don't
really,
know, is it? You tell me.
I don't know. Well, um,
The glasses block the blue that eat my eyes up when I watch too much of the um, computer screen or TV screen, and that's what these glasses here do. The hat, like I said, it designates a certain readiness to engage. I'm
all
ready to
righty then.
engage.
I'm sorry. I'm having a little trouble with my um, computer mouse is not acting right. So, and I'm not opening up the chat, so I can't see my chat for some reason. So I'm
I
gonna.
just said hello.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's acting up.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I was told that that might happen because somebody has threatened me. Um, and so maybe this is what they're doing. But anyway,
Well,
I
hang
can't.
on. I am on mute. Dot connector. I'm muted. It says.
I'm trying. Tell her I'm trying to undo.
That's all, folks.
Oh my god, I don't know what's going on here, but it's they're messing with me. That's what's going on here. There's no doubt in my mind about that right now. So so who's ever out there, who's ever trying to hack my computer or trying to do some evil thing, the karma will come back to you. So anyway, can you hear me, Drake?
Yeah. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Um,
Good.
I'm trying to click on things with my mouse and it won't let me do anything. So it's kind of weird. And I tried to bring dot connector back in, and I
Well,
can't.
I threatened my mouse with a friggin' mouse trap, and it's been acting right ever since.
Well, do you have any updates you want to give us while I try to see if I can get this mouse thing to work? It might be maybe it's a
Little
little early.
updates. Okay, updates in terms of
What's
intel
going
that
on?
I've got that everybody will want to hear. Here's some of the fun. Now, I know that everybody is aware that when something happens once, uh, you can deal with it. However, when something happens twice, three times, uh, you have a tendency to wonder about what's causing that to happen that way. And that's the case with my technical difficulties in terms of people turning things on and off and changing settings and all this sort of stuff. The internet went down in all of West Virginia for about no day and a half, 2 days. I've been knocked off of several shows of my own, and that has a tendency to do a number on things, mostly my sensibilities. But oh, there's a problem. um, I don't think that this hat is all that appropriate.
Well, go ahead, take it off.
Well,
Let me
I was thinking about coming back with my normal hat, the one I usually wear all the time, but it doesn't matter. Um, the best thing you can understand is that you remember a certain individual saying things were rigged, elections stolen, and all of that. Well, guess what? Happened again. Only the problem is that there are certain people looking into it this time instead of just fluffing it off and not worrying about it and all that. Um, we have several things that I have come across uh, that have had a tendency to wrinkle my starch a little bit, and one of those deals with the ideology of what we're up against. And I'm going to tell you what we're up against. There is a uh, nationwide grouping of individuals who are not only very powerful, but have technical expertise or people who have that expertise helping them out. Um, the problem with all of this is that the options are not conducive to the best outcomes for we the people. Due to the fact that we the people outnumber the government drastically, as well, and that includes Democrats, socialists, um, rhinos, whatever you want to call these people. Um, the situation is very simple. The majority of the um, people who can have a drastic result are combat uh, proven veterans. The rest of it is people that will follow orders when given by the proper command. Shoo-wee. I got a call. Well, I didn't see any cigarette butts come out and stick on the screen. I guess we're all right. The
Funny.
gist of what I'm trying to express to you is that the left has been clamoring for a civil war, and they may not like the outcome of this because there may very well be a civil war from this. The alternatives, possibilities, probabilities, people involved, and all that. Um, I tried to cover some of these things on a show I called Reparations. And a long time ago, Eisenhower said, "Beware of the military-industrial complex." We'll add to it the financial complex, and then you have the complete picture. Now, Eisenhower entered into some agreements with ETs to help us out. Those are still in force. ETs honoring them. Even further back in time, uh, the emancipator, Lincoln, stipulated that there were a small group of entitled minority that thinks they have had things stolen from them. This same small minority group is in effect right now. Now, if you look at things realistically, it doesn't leave a lot of options. I don't like the options. I can tell you that right now. I've been on the battlefield. It ain't no decent place to be for anybody for any reason. However, when people find that their very freedom to protest something they don't like, that doesn't fit, that's wrong, evaporates, and they go to prison for saying anything, then it's time for a serious change. And I'm saying that that is coming up. It's not quite here yet, but close. I know um, Gail doesn't need me agitating things any further than her strikes on her social networks will
Hey,
permit. But
guess what? You don't have to worry about it right now, Drake, because it's not on YouTube. It's not on my YouTube channel. I don't think.
okay, well, I'm just saying. Well, I'm just saying that, just as a qualifier, so to speak.
Maybe I should.
Now, I will give some intel at this time, and when I give intel, at the point that it is released, it is declassified. This stuff's classified, but I'm going to release it. I'm one of the very few that you'll find anywhere on this planet that has that capability. And it's a right that was given to me by um, oh you've heard of things like the high table and things of that nature. All those people approved it. So therefore, I'm going to give you some intel. The specifics are very simple. Um, a majority of the white hats, and I mean a majority, not all of them, but a majority. Some have not questioned me yet, and they're welcome to do so. They have my email address, etc. But um, if you can put this in perspective, you'll find that a majority of the military, the white hats, then the white hats in society as a whole, along with all of the good guys, patriots, whatever you want to call us, in society in general, is very simple. We are a very, very strong majority. And we are getting ready to mobilize and come after the bad guys. And I mean all of them. Now, there have been piecemeal taking some bad guys out. Now, here's the fun part of the intel. You can expect the commander of the military forces to be the Marine general that's in the Pentagon. He has been chosen as the most reasonable and righteous person to handle this. That does not mean he understands this, but I want to make sure you do. We are not under absolute control. There will be no martial law like everybody's wanting there to be, but there will be collections of um, certain individuals that need desperately to be placed on the wrong side of
Collection.
the bars.
Yeah,
And
definitely
that
need to be collected.
well, that includes a lot of names that everybody knows. And things are about to change because the things that you've seen in the elections are being subject to inquiry in depth to the point that they will be changed. And that means we're going to have some of the people that they didn't think could get there in office. Be prepared. If you get the call, answer it. I'm not going to say no more.
What did you mean by that? I get it now. Never mind. I get it. Okay.
Stepped in what?
I'm freezing the um
Freezing? Freezing up, or
camera every once in a while. I no, not that kind of freezing.
are you cold or what?
No. I mean my frame appears to be freezing at times.
It does at times.
Okay. I don't know why. It says I got like four
Yeah,
whole bars. Anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
So moving right along, um, dare we speak a little bit about the midterms?
that's what I was just part of what I was covering.
About yeah, okay, that's what I thought. But
Um, what in particular?
well, pretty much the same type of thing that happened before
Okay,
is happening
well,
again.
what
From
they're
what?
doing is they're double checking. If the signature is funny, it don't go. If there isn't a date on the outside of the envelope, it don't go. Does not count. Bear that in mind. A lot of these big dumps into collection boxes and that sort of thing,
Yeah.
you're able to get maybe 5%, if that, of those that would count. So the idea of uh, dropping an information bomb on it isn't working.
All right. Um, what about the status of the banks right now? Would you like to address that at all?
Uh, Financial situation is simple. It's going towards zero. First thing to go will be crypto. It'll be totally gone. Anybody's got money in there, tough. You just gonna have to grit your teeth and go, "Ooh, that hurts." Uh-huh. Um, in terms of direct banking, um, all of the central banking system is on life support, if that. Some of the ones in foreign countries, in Europe specifically, have closed, and they closed because of a lack of funds. That help?
So where's all what happened to all the funds?
The banks ate it up.
Okay.
See, you asked. Um,
Gee,
what happens is you have people you have to answer to, such as the cryptocurrency companies that go bankrupt. They got to figure out how to pay $1 billion out or some such. Okay, these central banks are the same way. Now, the
I
problem
had a
is,
friend who lost a substantial amount in crypto, and I was
yeah, well, you want to get to the fun and games of it. It's very simple. When central banks, those are the ones that provide funds to all the other ones, have trouble providing those funds or can only give them 30% or something, um, you have a serious financial problem. Well, right now, and this is worldwide, the world is having a serious financial problem. Now, the alternate to that is that the United States and a couple of other countries have gone on a gold backed uh, currency system. And you will see evidence of that possibly this week. That means we're immune to that horse manure, that the monopoly money doesn't run things anymore. We do.
Isn't that lovely? Okay, I have some a little bit of info here, and maybe you can comment on it if or verify or what have you. And this
Bring
is
it on. Bring it
there
on.
was a warning sent out to Rothschild heads in UK and
Uh-huh.
um, what is it, the Committee of 300 or whatever, and their red coat regime operations and world. It was at an end, and the warning that Evelyn D. Rothschild would die, which happened on the eve of the red blood moon, was a symbol that the alliance was in control and introducing a new era, the golden era. Um, because there were on the orders, this I can't verify
Go
this.
ahead. I ain't worried about it. Go on.
Okay. Orders of the alliance on the eve of the red blood moon, Evelyn de Rothschild was given pills to stop his heart. If he did not obey the command from the alliance, the kids faced a future that erased their legacy and all their holdings and everything. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
I bet
But
Rothschild is sweating blood.
I'm sure they all are at this point in time. Their reign is over. you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
They don't have anything to work with anymore. And that's because that messes up your monopoly game pretty badly.
okay, here's another topic of concern, and that is diesel.
Who?
Diesel fuel for
Oh,
trucks for
yeah.
carrying goods across the country. Apparently, they're trying to create a shortage.
Okay, we've got plenty of diesel. The problem is the people that are now in charge need to tell Biden to get his foot off the hose or we cut his leg off. That's how serious this is. Now, we can have diesel all we want. We got it in storage in certain places, and it just needs to be released. It's sort of like I don't know, a strategic reserve, only in different form, but same sort of basic thing.
So,
And
if
yeah,
I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, that means that basically, if given his way, he would have the choice to either let the country's people starve or just act like he doesn't even know that that exists and let the fuel shortage carry on.
he's liable to find his hide nailed to somebody's barn door too. It depends on well, seriously, it depends on whether or not he orders the opening up of this reserve. If he doesn't order the opening of this reserve, we the people will open it, and he is going to be subject to running like a criminal. He's going to find out what it feels like to be shot at,
He is a
etc.
criminal.
Yeah,
We already know
ain't it,
this. The
ain't
public
it cool?
they will learn more and more all along here as it keeps going, uh, and probably be shocked in the process. But it's good that it's all coming out. There are more doctors that have come out, and there are. Oh, I posted an article in a small group. I wanted to post it on Facebook, but I figured they'd just take it all down anyway. But apparently, there has been a Nuremberg trial in Malaysia,
Uh-oh. And
and a physician
ooh,
whose patient died after being given, you know what? Um,
Fauci
they
ouchie. Yes.
they did this.
Uh-huh.
He's no longer on this plane.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got executed for his trouble.
Yes.
You're gonna find about two or three more of those, and then there's going to be serious repercussions. I'll say.
Well, until people become adequately informed about the reasons why.
Well, the reasons why are very simple. Has to do with big pharma and the money. I instituted something once. I found a wasn't large. It was maybe a page and a half of instructions. How to find anything was the banner, and underneath it was titled "Follow the Money." I got that into
That
the
works for every single department in the government, every
yeah,
single
yeah,
corporation.
yeah. Anyway, I got that. What I did was I got that entered into the um, uh, status quo for checking finances of everything or anything. It is sort of a Senate oversight committee kind of deal. So they got it. And if they use it, there's going to be some people in deep doo doo.
Mhm. Do you know? I have a sad story to tell. I might be able to try to find it. But there was a young boy who was like the poster child for the COVID campaign. Guess what? He's 5 years old. He is no longer on this plane either.
Was that from Ouchie?
Yes. Now we have a new disease to recognize. It started with sudden infant death syndrome, which always could be linked back to certain things. But now it's sudden child death syndrome.
Hmm.
And we also have sudden adult death syndrome. Wake up, people. What do you think's going on? This has never
Well,
happened before.
did you hear the latest from the CDC that they're going to make the ouchie for
For
kids down to level of like 3 to 6 as part of their
I need to
normal
be taken out
vaccine?
and I'm trying to maintain my cool
They
about it.
just simply like to throw hand grenades at people like that.
And I'm a mama bear, and I don't like
Yeah.
it. They're lucky my kids are older, but
Yeah.
I already have one that paid a price for that. So
Yes.
I must be
And
very adamant. And this one's worse than any of them ever given
yeah.
before.
Yes. Yes.
Any other item that had ever been put on the market before that had anywhere near the kinds of results that have happened as a result of all this would no longer be on the shelves or in business.
You want to bet? I give you the flu vaccine.
Oh, that one.
Ooh.
Well, yeah,
Ooh.
they've even had studies that came out and proved how ineffective it really is. I
Yeah.
mean, you're lucky if it's I don't quote me on this, but you're lucky if it's 30% effective, you know?
Uh,
It's pathetic.
you're
And
being generous. 30%? I heard
yeah,
10
yeah, yeah, see, I didn't remember. You're probably right.
is
I
what
didn't
I heard.
that's why I
So,
said don't quote me on it, but it's pathetically low enough to make you
yeah.
wonder why would anybody even bother? Well, I'll tell you
Yeah.
why they bother. There's an explanation in a video link that I sent to you. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it. And that is again, follow that money trail.
Money, money,
Those
money.
those doctors and nurses that love you so much, love money
Mm.
more.
There's going to be a backlash that's going to start in such a way that these people won't be able to trace anything, but there will be explosions and fires at certain locations, let's say, and there's going to be some fun and games with supply of meds.
Hmm,
Certain
interesting.
specific ones, especially.
Wow. Okay.
We
Um,
need to breathe. We need to remember to breathe in between getting all kind of hyper and ventilated and whatnot.
mm, well, one of the things that they were saying too in this video that I gave to you, and it's so true, and people need to realize that this is coming. Nuremberg trials are coming. And doctors and nurses who continue to push this agenda are going to be held for crimes against humanity. Um,
Oh, they're going to have certain parts of their anatomy removed.
and
You
they
didn't
just
hear that, did you?
and I just was following orders is not going to cut it because, for
They
one
tried
thing,
that at Nuremberg.
as a health professional, you're required to participate in continuing education on a regular basis. And anybody that doesn't know something about this after over 2 years of being fed a bunch of BS and then looking at other sites and having some people that actually had the guts to stand up and say something and start revealing the truth. Thank God for them. Um, they're saving a lot
This is
of
only
lives.
one
They
part of
pay a
this.
price for it.
This is only one part of this.
That what? What did you
This is
say?
only one part of this. Before
Oh,
the
yeah.
Civil War starts, there will be explosions and whatnot in varying areas at warehouses all over the country. For that matter, all over the world. You see, there is such a thing known as the American European Alliance, and I wouldn't screw with that, no matter who you might think you are.
Mhm.
That's
Mm.
classified information. By my mentioning of it, it is declassified.
I'm going to see if I can find that link and put it in the chat so people can watch that video.
Okay.
It's very informative. And I'm going to
Is that
grab
the
the
one you
link.
put in my Skype?
Yeah. Yeah. The one with the lady
Cool. Go
doctor.
to my Skype and pick it out of there and throw it up there. Should
Yeah.
be easy. Right. Unless you're technically illiterate.
Yeah. No, I
I'm
don't remember
technically
how long
illiterate.
this one is. But here we go. Here, I
Which
got it.
video? She's
Okay.
going to try to get it and slap it in there.
That video.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That video is extremely
Uh-oh.
informative, and be sure and watch it before they might even delete it off of Rumble or
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now you
And
know, Dot.
yes, I don't know if
uh,
you had a chance to see that one. And then, of course, we have one little which video? Where? I put it in chat. Dot connector. It's in the chat from the host. It's in the chat. Okay. Now, there was something else that I wanted to share. If I can. But welcome, everyone. Oh, another big thing that everybody's talking about. Drake, green person.
what I do?
What? Something something about green person. I don't know what you mean by that.
There's a
But
green people in it. That's the moniker.
oh, Robin King? That no?
I don't know what it is.
Oh.
It's nondescript. It's a line person. They
Oh.
should be rumble.com.
Oh, let me see. I don't
Can I
know.
put it in here? I
You
don't
put it in
know.
the private well, put it in the private chat and then I can put it where in the chat. If you can probably put it in the chat. I don't know. Maybe you can't.
I
I
don't
don't know how it works. And I'm the host, so I don't know how it works if you're the guest. So you gotta tell me.
Well, oh,
We
Dot
just
says she
go.
got it. Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Yep, there she is, and she put it out there.
I guess
Uh-oh.
back on the on the Nuremberg stuff and the doctors and nurses and so on, they're
Uh-huh.
also going to hold nursing home administrators accountable for what they've done as well. Because as they've looked into this, each and every one of them have gotten significant amounts of cash to kill people.
Well, now you got to remember something. There was a certain politician that ordered people who were sick with COVID to be sent to nursing homes. That person goes to jail soon.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know that lovely person with the weird things on his. Never mind. I won't go there. So, but these are the same people that they're going to come out and they're going to want amnesty. They're going to want all kinds of different things, and I really appreciate Carrie Lake, who is wanting to be able to hold them accountable. So I'm really hoping she gets in there.
She's in the process, and there is some things about to come out that'll blow the whole scheme wide open.
Yippee-ki-yay, I can't wait.
Mm.
Hey, I know there's going to be backlash and consequences, but you got to tear it down before you can rebuild it.
It's time. Well,
Or
it
collapse.
might be a good time to make sure that you don't screw up and not say what you really think you should say, especially when it comes from the heart. I don't. There is no way in there's no way in hell that I will allow my grandkids to be subject to the rinky-dinky rosy horse manure that they've been putting out, whether it's an ideology or actual medical procedures or what. Now, here's the thing. They,
That's a good one, Robin. I like that one. Rope equals one size fits all. All right. You're absolutely right. Good
now,
one. Good one. Okay.
okay, so here's the deal. I watch Fox News, and the reason I do is because every once in a while they get something on there that's really worth watching. And one of those is the hospitals, specifically children's hospitals, that are doing nasty operations on kids without parental consent.
Oh my God. Yeah. And you
And
can't even.
it made me want to go get a rocket launcher and visit the hospital. And I'm
We
not
know
the
you like to
most
blow things
radical person
up.
you'll. I'm not the most radical person you'll ever meet. I can introduce you to some people that, you know, they, they look like this all the time. They're just,
Okay.
they want their pound of flesh from your crotch, or whatever, however you want to look at that. Anyway, ah,
Oh, they're talking about the bringing up MK Ultra victims.
the who? MK
MK Ultra
Ultra.
victims as a result of some of the technology that's on the television that hopefully most people have kind of turned theirs off. Some people appear to be immune to it, but others are programmed by it. And I think one of the best demonstrations of it was when they did the movie They Live. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah, I use that to teach.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Right along with the Matrix.
Yeah,
Think about
another
what they do.
documentary. Yep.
They get plugged in and zap, they're in some kind of freestyle society.
I don't know why I cannot keep these things in my ear. They just pop
Oh,
out all the time. But anyway,
huh.
um, okay. So what about the dissolving of the three-letter agencies? Do you see that in the
Yeah,
foreseeable
those things.
future?
You're looking at major changes, and they're going to remodel the FBI, and that includes using a bulldozer on their building. So
Ah, okay. Well, that big, yeah, that big bull, huh? Let's see. Somebody that this always is a frequent question. Nasara or whatever one wants to call it is happening now. Please, is it happen now? Please.
no, not yet, not quite. It's very
It's close.
close.
It's pretty darn close, isn't it?
Yeah,
Uh, well,
and it's
someone
global currency reset.
conspirator
Uh-oh.
conspiratary says that Yutsava, who is a highly accurate psychic, um,
Uh-huh.
says that Trump is going to announce something that Sarah likes tomorrow. Oh yeah, he's supposed to speak on the 15th, isn't he?
Yeah, about that.
That's
Mhm.
right. I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Well, what do you think he's gonna say? Can
That's
you
like a
guess?
boogity woogity somewhere.
Or else he's gonna dance. He should be happy. It's getting closer and closer.
9
Uh,
Eastern, what dot connector says. And something that Sarah like. Well, it
oh,
is.
that one
The
he
GCR combines Jessera and Nessera and a couple of other minor ones into the GCR, which is the global currency reset. Global currency reset is interesting because it can actually go from just being a reset of currency values to actually changing it to something totally different, which is what it's supposed to do tomorrow. Here,
Hey, here, look at this here.
uh, what do
This
we
was
do?
this is kind of interesting. What's been going on? This little political play that's been going on here. It says last I heard about DeSantos was that he was a black hat. They put it a double in, and now a white hat. It's a distraction. And I remember that something about what Mr. T said about his answer about was DeSantos gonna run in 2024 for
He's
president?
not.
For president. Okay. I didn't think so, but the way he answered the question made it sound like it was a
Yeah.
possibility. And anyway, we'll see. I guess it all comes out in the wash, so to speak.
Yeah.
Some of it doesn't come out in the wash, but
This
that's
is
another
going to be
story.
this is going to be a busy week for things to happen. There's a whole bunch of reports to be made, etc.
Will the public actually know anything about it?
Well, yeah, it's going to be mainstream media. This is like the earnings results and fun and games like that. So you got all of that. You got Trump going to announce you're going to pop a bubble, and let's see who can fart the loudest, him or DeSantis.
Oh, okay. This
I
was
put
kind
my
of,
money. I
I
put
don't
my
know if,
money on Trump.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I might. Oh, let's put it this way: the man's obtuse. He's obscene. He's nasty, as he needs to be. Now, I can't fault the man for character flaws or problems that he might have. What I can look at is what he did the last time he was in office and what he intends to do now. And we'll see.
Who are you talking about?
Trump.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Um,
It's okay to talk about Trump.
see what happens. Well, I don't think he has as much control as people think he does, because he takes orders like everybody else. Uh, but I guess pretty much as always delivered on what he said he was going to do. So let's see if that continues to hold true. What do you have you ever remote viewed sleeping giants under Florida?
Yeah,
Are they
yeah.
are they there? Because some people say no,
Yeah, they're there, and so are the ones in the South Pole and a few other places.
okay, yeah, because they were talking about them because I know there's some in Iraq and several other places.
People don't realize how many um, ETs uh, decided to make this a permanent home. Now, you have seen long-term space flights, and that's BS, but it's there, where they put them in suspended animation and send the guy out in a rocket. To give you an example, it's old-fashioned stuff. Um, Many of the ETs took that same information and applied it to a sleeping technology, and that's what they got in, I don't know, probably 150, 200 different locations. 100 messages a day with Restream chat.
What do you think this? What I'm not sure what you mean by this, Baja girl. Anyone thinking that Trump will announce 2024 is crazy.
We'll see just how crazy we are.
I don't know what
Trump
that
may
means.
not announce. There may be a third person outside of DeSantis and Trump that it would definitely fit the job better than anybody else for several reasons that may be announced. So don't try to hold your water.
Okay. There was some talk too. I was going to bring this up by Miss Kim that said there was frequencies that were being put out to hit anyone and everyone that would either make them nauseous, make them sick, make them feel like depressed, um, hopeless, all those nasty lower frequency emotions. But it was taken down. What
Yeah,
whatever was putting that out.
there's been a variety of
Yeah.
those. There's been a variety of those sorts of things blocked
Okay.
permanently.
Some kind of negative AI.
And the giants aren't cannibals either. Somebody said they were, and they were coming to eat
Somebody
us all. Yeah.
Sue says, sorry, President Trump is only a front man to help people wake up. We're blessed to have him. I, I think there's a lot of truth in that because I've heard some people say too, well, okay, if Trump isn't for us, we're effed.
He's for us, but not in the sense that everybody would like to have him.
Well, that's what I'd have to go back to. How much control does he really have?
It's not a question of control. It's a question of inspiring people to
Well,
think
maybe
about what
control it.
think about the information they've got and act on it correctly. That's all.
Well, in order for people to act on any information correctly, it
Yeah.
has to be the freaking truth.
Well, I didn't.
Right?
I ain't calling Trump a liar. He's bigger than I am.
No, I didn't say you were, and I didn't mean to imply that.
Well, what I'm saying is that the truth um, is going to become more and more evident this particular week, let alone the coming time. Okay?
Okay. Have we moved into the fourth dimension? Is that why all
Yes.
this truth is coming out?
Yes. Now, the problem that we've got is that too few people will accept the change from 3 to 4. So, consequently, there's a whole bunch of people that believe in 3 that are staying behind.
Where are they gonna
Sure.
they're gonna stay in the lower frequency then, basically,
Yeah.
is what it boils down
Yeah.
to.
You go to the higher frequency, you get a new realm, a new paradigm, a new everything. And
Woo,
four,
I can't wait.
the neat thing about 4 is that it's instructional. And the instructional part tells you how to modify your DNA to get the age, the 1800 years, let's say, that you originally had to begin with, among other things. Uh-oh. Her
Wow.
earbuds fell out.
What? Did I miss something?
I don't know. One of your earbuds fell out?
Yuck, the
Huh?
podcast. What did you say, Drake? I didn't hear you.
I
Uh,
said, did one of your earbuds fall out?
they do frequently, but they're in
Yeah.
right now. Why? What'd I miss?
I don't know. All you was playing with one real hard, and I thought,
Oh, well, it keeps falling out of my ear. I need a pair that hooks around my ear so that it doesn't fall out all the time.
hmm.
Okay. Um, do you know who started the original 17th letter operation I guess I'm not supposed to say, well, we already did.
17-letter
Has
operation.
that one plus the 7 in front of it, is was started by an operation by MacArthur, I think, way back when. Do you know anything about that? Is that true?
No, no.
I have information that says that MacArthur crowd is the original crowd that led the 17th letter operation in this current period. So
17th letter. Okay.
hearsay. I don't know if that's true. I'm just, putting it out there.
1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. And it goes on from there. Ah,
Okay.
well. Uh-oh.
We got a question from, have you heard Derek Johnson's information, Drake? That's
Mr. T being
Ratchet
commander.
Rant from Rumble is asking that question. Have you heard Derek Johnson's information?
No, I have heard about Mr. T being commander in chief, but he never stopped. That the federal government does not have the nuclear codes and a whole bunch of things. It's all classified stuff that's declassified when I say. And then why don't we see if we can get a thing about from Derek Johnson's information and
I've listened
what
to some of his stuff. He talks very punitively to people because they don't understand military law and the law war manual, and he's been in the military. He's been through all that stuff, and so he knows it. Then he's studied it, and he says some veterans don't even know it, but I know that you know it quite well. And
yeah.
I just feel like he's not being fair to the rest of the people. How are they supposed to know all this stuff? They never
Well,
served.
if he would, well, that's the thing. If he would give us a short excerpt, um, explaining what's said here by Dot, we could put it up.
What did Dot say? I didn't see that. Where you're talking about?
Did what?
Um,
Um,
we can put what up? Put what up? What are you talking about?
Johnson's information regarding Mr. T being Commander in Chief.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Derek Johnson has said that more than once. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have I have an article I could share.
Might see if we can get in touch with Mr. Johnson personally, directly.
I think I
Ask
actually
him,
sent a message to him and I haven't gotten a response back.
do it again.
Well, yeah, I could do that. Um, well, he's a singer guy too, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think his information is accurate. I just don't like he's frustrated and I don't care for his attitude that much and expects other people to know stuff that he knows and they're stupid because they don't. And he usually
Uh-huh.
does. So
Mhm.
I don't like that when somebody does that, but his
Yeah.
information is good. I will say that.
Okay.
Yeah, here, see? Oh, I guess this is what it is. Derek has an issue with people who talk down about Trump and they put him down. So
Oh.
he gets negative criticism and he gets triggered.
Well, I am not gonna say that somebody's wrong and that they're butt wipes for supporting Trump or anything because that ain't the case. If we have a no choice but Trump, I vote for Trump. This is how it is.
And somebody's asking, this is a good question. Okay, it's just like anybody. Derek has to realize that people
I don't know.
come, they criticize our show. They criticize everything. It seems like some people all they know how to do is to criticize. I don't know what they're doing to help anything other than criticizing other people who are trying to do something. So, anyway,
Are you
moving right
sure?
along.
Uh-oh. I have to wait until 2024 for Trump? No.
Are you kidding me? Trump versus who you choosing? Trump.
It will depend upon whether DeSantis meant what he said when he said he would serve the full term of the office he just took. If he is serious about that, then Trump's in.
Mhm.
Simple.
Okay.
Derek admits he gets too irritated. I like that.
Yeah, you could just say he gets real irritated. You could just see it. But I think somebody said he's a good man, and I agree. I don't think he's a bad man.
Oh, here we go. By a
He's
girl. Derek is a good
he's
man.
just
Well,
he's very
I don't know.
he's passionate about what he believes. That's what.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What else we got?
Let's see. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we haven't heard much anymore about John or
Who?
Princess. Well, she wouldn't be. She'd be Queen Diana. No, of
I
course they
see
still
one.
haven't come out from behind the doors. Oh, here's one. Q drank honey sea golden saying that the ice wall is down. Is this true? And there are other lands behind the wall.
I heard it was, but I haven't looked, so I don't know. Ain't that a
We have
bummer?
somebody who wants to remote view it, and then maybe we'd be able to tell. Maybe Jenny Lee or Ilana, the Star Traveler, they remote view too, so maybe they could tell us about the
Yeah,
land outside of the ice wall.
ice walls. Huh.
So there's a whole story behind all that we just don't know yet.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait on that. And let me put it this way, Dot. Uh, from what I get and all the information I handle, which is tremendous amount, I get the fact that yes, it is. Now, I also get the fact that possibly this week or early next, we'll know. Now, I don't know if that'll be a visual or how that works, but there you go.
By the
I
way,
love
Baha girl, I get the same thing. When you're passionate about stuff, sometimes people consider it argumentative, and
it.
you just feel strongly about it. So,
Oh my goodness.
okay, oh, here's a good one for you.
Oh.
Any update news on the upstairs cousins visiting soon?
Yeah, and they're supposed to bring me a spaceship about a day or two ahead of time, so I'll know about that far ahead of time, and I will inform a certain Gail of Gaia that it's happening, and we can all do the whoo happy dance and all that, whatever.
What do you think about this talk about the return of Enki?
It's not. This to me is not a problem. Um, you have to understand that you're not dealing with a normal entity. You're not dealing with an incarnate, which is a little different than other things. What you're dealing with is is an entity that believes it's a god. Okay,
Mhm.
with the correct application of technology, it can be proven to it that it is that it no longer holds a godhead. And I'm not going to say any more because it gets last time I did, we had lightning bolts whizzing around and stuff, and that it messes with everything.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Screws up the drywall.
there's a lot going on in regard to that and their return, and they're gonna bring the blueprint, the DNA blueprint by the original blueprint. Bah, humbug. Like I said before. I will believe that story about the Anunnaki and all that good stuff. Just like I want to believe Bill Gates has your best interests in mind when he has his little shots for you, jabs for you, whatever you want to call them. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think so.
What are the people upstairs doing? Getting rather antsy that we're not done down here yet. It's what are the people upstairs doing? That was by Ruth Plant, 2453. Gina on YouTube spotted a massive ship in one of the Hawaii's observatory. What do I think?
Oh yeah, have
Uh,
you heard about this stuff, Drake, about the massive ship that was spotted on at one of Hawaii's observatory? I mean, I saw it. It's huge. It was big.
yeah.
Um, why are they still hiding it if we're seeing it?
Uh, well, that's only an occasional sighting. Okay.
Okay, got little
You'll
flashes.
see you'll see all of it within 2 weeks. There I went. I did. I said it 2 weeks. Oh, everybody's gonna jump on me.
Well, no, 2 weeks, right? Let me
Need
talk
to
about
move to
that.
Arizona and our use your
See.
huh?
Here's a question for you. Drake,
Oh,
Australian government is pushing for the 4th and 5th. Will they all be stopped soon? The 4th and
yes.
5th lockdown? Is that what she means? Probably, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to be allowed. People are not going to be allowed to jump ship like that. Put it that way. Okay. And most of that government ain't going anywhere except the outback. If they survive that, then good. If not, oh well. You fed the critters anyway.
All right.
SCP, those are SCP sightings. Yep.
You know what? I think I would like to take a little break at this time, and
Good.
I want our listening audience to come up with think of some more questions you might ask. But I'm going to also load up a little video we did that I sent to you as
Uh-huh.
well that we can show. It's only 3 minutes long.
She's going to sell you something. Watch her. Ain't nothing wrong with it. All of it is excellent. Top of the line. It's good stuff.
All right.
And
Okay.
we'll be
So
back.
do you want to take a little break then? Should we take a
Yeah,
little break? Okay, I'll take us all off.
put me
Everyone
on
will be
hold.
back in a couple minutes. It won't be very long at all. But if you want to
Okay.
get a drink or go to the bathroom or whatever, have a smoke like Drake. And we'll see you shortly. We'll be right back.
Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I was there. That was just
Uh-huh.
the type of view that we were in. Well, I did load that little video, which was done for free range by Laney Productions and the Dot Connector, and we're running it on free range because it stands for what we stand for here on free range. And it's only a little 3 or 4 minutes long. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. You probably didn't. So everyone, now that we're back, if you don't mind, Drake, I'm going to run that little show. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. I got to take us both off first and then we'll run it and then you can see what you think.
Did it, did it, did it.
Well, here we are, living in the moment. And here we are, dreaming in the open. Now look around, isn't this a new day? Make a move, doing things a new way. A new way. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Look ahead, we can see forever. You and me doing it together. Light it up, we can be a million stars. Look at us, don't you see we've come so far? Yeah, we've come so far. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. And these are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Standing at the crossroads, feeling how the wind blows. We can soar above the clouds. Every moment is a heartbeat, and every breath feeling so sweet. And who can say what happens now? 'Cause this is our world, this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. This is our world, and this is our time. And these are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. We won't stop dreaming.
Conspiratory, it made me cry the first song I saw too. What'd you think, Drake?
I like it. It was nice. I would like to see the one that's titled Dream Reality. This is where it shows
We
human
made that
beings.
video, Drake. That my light team made that video,
Well,
and
that's excellent.
We're not, you know, we're not Hollywood producers by a long shot. So,
Okay.
and these
Well,
people volunteer their time too. So I'm extremely grateful.
well, if you can get a hold of it, there's a video, short video like that one or similar
Mhm.
to it, called Dream Reality, and what it explains is the capability of humans being able to create, and it is awesome. Believe me, totally awesome.
Oh, cool.
And
I'll have to see that.
being one of the warriors in all of this, I would like nothing better. I would just dearly love to be able to put all my guns down. I don't want to shoot nobody, but
All
you know, I
right.
will if I have to.
I guess we should put maybe the Dot Connector could put a copy of the video I put up. Because
Yeah,
this little video is available on Free Range, the one about that I just showed
yeah.
you. So
I put it in.
well, actually, it's like you got to look for it on Rumble or Odyssey because I couldn't put it up on YouTube yet. But I will be putting it up on YouTube as soon as my strike is what
What
it is.
about Facebook?
Anyway.
Can you put it on there?
So I couldn't put it on YouTube because they won't see. I don't even have it. It's not even streaming on my channel right now because
Oh,
I can't do that. But so thank you, everyone, and please share that video around as much as you can because it really it'll make people think about what they should be thinking about. Focusing on the positive, focusing on what we want, not what we don't want.
there's Paired by Shaky Hands Dave.
But
It's
let me see.
can you tell us what the timeline is?
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay. Let me find that one. Okay. Thank you everyone who's appreciated the work the ladies did on that. It's wonderful.
Possible, but not sure.
Oh good. She posted all that video in all the chats. That's good.
I knew she was here for a reason.
So, when will the EBS come or martial law? Is that actually going to happen?
I doubt it, but it's possible. You don't know, and you have to wait to see.
Oh, so that's still basically an unknown regardless. But we're
It's sort of a nondescript answer, is what that is.
the evil mainstream media isn't
Can I
reporting
read
it.
one?
They're
Can I
complicit in everything,
can I
unfortunately.
read one?
Well, let me see what this one. Can you
Yeah,
tell us what the
that's it.
timeline? There it is. I found it. Can you
Yeah.
tell us what the timeline and sequence of events or that we can expect to happen when ET says hello in the near future?
When ET says hello, before that, I'll know a couple of days. I will post that in Skype for Gail and anybody else who wants it can pick it up. It'll explain a general timeline, not specific, general. The timeline and sequence of events is a thing where ET comes down, lands, all right, gets out of the ship and says, "Hey, we're here," and you're going to have a bunch of discussions, all right. We won't know what those discussions are about until they're over with, and ET will come out and in conjunction with certain high level officials make the announcements. Okay, that's what I've heard.
And we think that it probably won't be that far away. Is that
No,
fair to say?
no, this is very close.
Cool. Of course.
We got a couple of things that have to be moved out of the way. They're rather large, and they're obtuse in terms of not wanting to move. Okay.
Okay. Let me see if we got any other questions okay, here we go. Here's a good one. Let's see, for your information. Oh, this is for your information, but I think people need to know this, and that's what is in that video that I put in the chat. So please be sure to watch that video. It's not that long, but it's an eye opener and jaw dropper. Okay. I mean, I already knew most of this stuff, but a lot of people don't. So the nurses make extra bucks and bonuses or dollars for any of the shots. Like people are giving it. It's, it's unbelievable what's going on in that regard. I mean,
Yes.
it really is. It really is. And
Well,
consequences are going to start happening soon. And when they turn on the G, that G,
speak to the hand.
follow the
Oh,
hand. That is going to signal what's in those jabs to start forming a little computer network.
well, now
But
there's a
anyway,
lot of people. There's a lot of people who do know ET has the capability of transmutation of matter, and the shots are liable to turn into water.
oh, that's really good to know. That
Yeah,
that
I
that
think it's pretty neat.
yeah, that's refreshing actually because it seems pretty difficult for and because I feel bad for people that didn't look before they leaped and
The Plutonians live on Pluto.
um
5G jamming is temperature in one big
oh here we
supercomputer.
go. Here's one for you. Drake and Gail do that. Drake, who are the main arteries? What planet do they live on? Do you mean Draco? They're from the Orion constellation. I don't know. Can you?
My name, Drake. It goes to ancient
Oh,
Old English.
here I got one for you, Drake. From Rumble again.
Okay.
Um, Stronger Together, Real Raw News reported today there was a battle at the Federal Reserve. Several Marines were injured or dead. Have you heard anything about that, Drake?
Yeah, there's a forceful takeover going on in several places, not just what they're talking about. Federal Reserve. There's the Treasury is to be heightened in its capabilities, among other things. This is part of the reset. Okay.
So things are happening.
Yes.
Good, 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 good. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions. Oh. Okay, here's one for you, Drake. Who lives on Pluto? What species? You're gonna have to answer that one, Drake, because I don't know that answer.
Plutonians.
The Plutonians. Ah, okay.
Oh boy, I couldn't resist. Plutonians fits.
Plutonians.
Oh. Yetikin. Yetikin is what Father Timex says.
Oh, yeah, I'll put that up there because that's true. With everybody all connected and controlled.
Yeah. Well, what happens if we don't comply? Whoops. They
Some
are
of us
arresting
prefer to
doctors
remain
in
organic.
Oregon.
Let's see. Here, let's see what this one says. The
Ancient
frequencies they are
species.
fixing to use against us will be turned around to do the opposite, is what I heard. Well, okay, that's different than what I heard. So we all hear all different things. We don't, I heard that there were frequencies that were already being put out, but this is according to Kim
Come
Goo.
on.
The frequencies were stopped, and they were from a malevolent, the bad kind. I can't say it that well, but the bad kind of.
Well, they got what you don't realize is there are a lot of pirates and bad guys out there yet. We haven't got them all. That'll be the first, I don't know, cleansing. So,
Well, see, I think even the alliance and the so-called white hats are amazed at how deep and bad it really goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot more to get rid of than you might think. Okay, this is a interesting question. Drake, are there 12 dimensions, and do we exit out the fifth?
Yeah, you go to the sixth, and you're gonna be there for quite a while. Okay.
And then you'll know a lot more as well. So those questions will
Yeah,
be
exactly.
good.
Here's the deal: fifth dimension and sixth dimension are, I don't know, sort of cohabitants in terms of dimensionals. And the neat part about it is that they cause you to be able to remember things from your genetic memory. I'm gonna leave it at that. Everybody can figure that out.
Okay, here's one for you.
What's that? Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Question. When are the medical establishment, the MSM, the politicians, the education system, and so on and so forth going to be held accountable?
I heard they're being arrested as we speak.
Wow. I've heard similar. I really have. I can't say I've seen it visibly with my eyes, but there's a lot of people saying that.
How high up does duality go?
Yeah. I don't even see
it,
that
go,
one, but answer that question.
it goes to the Fibonacci count, and in its beginning, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Oh boy.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay, Drake. Are there giants living in the mountains right now in the USA, in Nevada, Arizona, and Yellowstone?
yes, they're friendlies.
They are friendly.
Yeah,
Are there ones that are still? Are there any that are in the Grand Canyon?
yes.
There are.
There's a complex in the Grand Canyon that's huge.
Mhm.
And they tried to cover it up. They tried to smother it with smother it with water and all that sort of thing.
Hmm.
Elon said,
I
"Well,
guess
already,
Elon Musk said that we're already cyborgs. I don't agree with him,
no
but
thanks."
I don't think so. He just wants you to think that, so you take more jabs. I guess I don't know.
No, he wants to
Um,
charge you $8.
what was that?
He wants to charge you $8. Oh, here we go. Hollow Earth tech
Coming
dwellers.
up as per Jenny Lee.
Yes, we're going to be openly associated with um, about the 25,000 races above us, and uh, that particular race below us, as well as those who originated the museums that you've heard about in varying locations. All of the knowledge will be disseminated, and everybody will know.
Okay, I think we already covered this soul, but she wants to. Where did it go? I could have swore I clicked it. Anyway, Soul wanted to know if there was any giants in Florida. And you
There
said
is a portal in Florida, or a way to access a portal that can get you there if you really want to go.
hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Here's
Might as well
another one.
make it juicy and get everybody's curiosity going off scale.
Is there any energy wave? Doggone it. No, I can't see it. Is there an energy wave due in that will cover the planet and awaken and upgrade us due to happen anytime soon? I guess they're talking about the solar
Okay,
flash.
yeah, the answer to that is yes. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to screw with
Yes.
everybody.
Yes, we have a question from Dot Connector.
We did
So yeah, let me see if let me
ask
bring
a
her on.
question on air. Uh-oh.
You don't have a very good connection, Dot Connector. I can tell you that from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
But go ahead and ask your question. I hear you.
You do
Yeah.
hear me. Okay. I just wanted to ask more about the portal in Florida and the giant controversy? Because there was someone else who was telling us that it's not actually, the giant isn't actually in Florida, but it's in the middle of the ocean next to Florida. And there's a tree of life and a fountain of youth and down there, way down.
That's the aquatics.
Aquatics.
Yes.
So is that true? Is there a giant down there, or
Yeah. There's
Oh,
also a portal.
in
If you come
Sarasota?
straight inland, there's a portal that you can access that'll take you any place you want to go. But the neat part about it is, instead of being a portal like everybody's familiar with, this one takes you out of the sphere in which you are captured.
Oh, well, let's
Ooh,
find that one.
yeah.
Oh.
Now
Boogity
that's
woogity.
are you saying that's in Florida? This one?
Yes. And there's let's see, one, two, there's three ancient pillars down there, made out of a substance nobody knows what it is, that doesn't rust or come apart or anything. That
Wow.
will pinpoint the location that you need to follow in order to get out.
Hmm. Okay.
It's going to be interesting real soon.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
I think
really.
it is.
Definitely. What kind of, I think they meant the giants, do they have 6 toes and 6 fingers? I think of that.
They could. Not all of them do, but they could.
Oh, so you have, I guess the question is, so you have both, some that
Yeah.
would and
Yeah,
some.
I got 5 myself. Somebody
Yeah, but you're not a
shortchanged me.
giant.
Well,
No,
in
I'm
a
kind of
discussion, in a recent discussion on YouTube, it said that the ones in Afghanistan might not have as much tech as the others, like at Antarctica, let's say. And the ones in Afghanistan definitely had 6 fingers and toes because they came up against Navy SEALs.
I'll say this again so it's clear.
Yeah.
Some do and some don't. Some are 5 and some are 6. That's true all over the planet.
Okay.
Here
Thank
you go.
you.
Let me, this, Norma said that a Navy whistleblower on Journey to Truth podcast said exactly what Drake said, only I'm not sure.
Oh,
what
gee
they're
whiz, I
referring
can
to.
probably send my bag.
I'm not sure what they're referring to, but that just backs you up, Drake. Let's see. What
Well,
about
I try not to be too specific for several reasons. We'll go from there.
Ooh, that's a good
But,
question.
what's there in front of you? No.
Question, what about Cuba? What's there? And the Fountain of Youth out there? Is there a Fountain of Youth out there?
No, not the true Fountain of Youth. That is in a place called Warm Mineral Springs in Florida. If you go into it and you are a psychic, you will be given information that will blow your mind.
What part of Florida is that in?
West Central, you know where the highway comes down and makes a turn.
Yeah.
It's Northport, Florida.
Okay.
Gail,
It's close.
Interesting.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe Michael Lee Hill also talked about the portal in Florida.
Yeah, he did.
And those springs and the springs that Drake just brought up.
Yeah. We'll probably talk about that more tomorrow.
Because we have a show with him tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. There was another question. Will all the dangerous creatures be removed, or will they, like dangerous snakes or creatures?
It's very simple. Everything that doesn't serve a purpose. Stingers on honeybees, hornets, mosquitoes. Those things, they're gone. That's after the transition. No more in your ear and stuff in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep.
I don't hear as well as I used to when I was younger. probably results in getting stung more. But anyway, let's see. What's this one say? Drake, in Hollow Earth, do they have a city called the City of the Dead?
Yes.
Why would they have a
I'm not
city?
gonna. I'm not going to elaborate on Hollow Earth. That will be self-explained after the transition. It's not my place.
Okay. It's not your wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see if there's anything that I missed here.
Prairie squids will still be
Oh, here's
around.
one. I wanted to ask you this one too. See what they say.
Oh,
Drake, are there people married to reptilians that don't even know that and live a happy life?
absolutely. You got to remember, we got anywhere from 10 to 30% reptilian blood. Ooh.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard somebody say today that that's one of the things that's holding us back. Our reptilian brain and our reptilian blood. That's why they messed with us the way they did. But anyway, let's
Is
see.
west near Siesta Key. Now it's nearer to Northport in terms of the Warm Mineral Springs is west, like near Siesta Key.
There was a healing hot spring in Utah too, north of
You have hot springs all over the place.
yeah.
There's only one that is the original Fountain of Youth. By
And
that,
that's
if you go in there, as I have prescribed for people to do, you go in, spend an hour the first day. You get there when it opens. Okay, then you leave. You go home, shower, get completely clean. Then you come back the following day, spend another hour in the water. Okay, just swimming around or whatever, and then you get out and you go and take a shower and look in the mirror at the difference in the color of your hair, for instance, and the difference in the quality of your skin. You'll find that your aging process is beginning to reverse. Ooh.
Mhm. Yeah, darn. I was in Florida and there's a period of time in my life where I lived there and I didn't know about that place or I would have went there because I wasn't that far. I was actually not far from Ponce de Leon, and that's where you would think that's supposed to be, but it's not there. But anyway,
He found it, but he didn't survive.
hmm.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Drake, how big are the titans that live in the sea and land, and what do they look like? And do we guard them? Gird
Yeah.
them?
Yeah. Yes, they're guarded. That'll solve a bunch of questions. Now, I'm not going to say by what or how. You get to look that up. How big are they? That can be anywhere from normal human size to about 18 feet in terms of height. They look like humans.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see. I just realized we're going on an hour and past an hour and a half. So we're gonna have to wrap this up. So
Oh, shucks. I was just beginning to have fun.
well, if anybody has any last quick questions, we might be able to take one or two more. So think fast.
Uh-huh. Any other questions? Hello? Hello?
Any other questions?
Well, soon. It's going to happen soon. And soon is a 4-letter word. I couldn't resist that.
So get ready for an active week, right? Are we going to have a boom
Oh,
week?
well, the next 2 weeks it will be very active. Surprisingly so. You'd be
Well,
walking along or doing your thing, and all of a sudden you get this goosed owl feeling. You go, "Oops, what was that?" And it could be a bunch of
oh, here's a question. How do we
That's
know we are in the fourth dimension? But nobody else does, so we gotta see it.
it. Okay, you're gonna have a flash of light. That's what tells you you're going into four. Second part of it is that everything will seem to have changed, but it doesn't seem like you're going to be having any kind of extreme changes. Just some minor stuff, you know. That's how it is.
Well, you had said we were already in the fourth dimension, correct?
Well, you have to start. You start out in lower four, and we immediately go to the upper four to get away from the pirates.
Oh, okay.
All right.
An 8. Okay, there is one more question. I don't know if you can
Uh-oh.
answer it real quick. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
what types of species live in the dirt within the 8,000 miles? What? I don't understand the question, hon. You?
8,000-mile dirt. Okay, 8,000 miles is the thickness of the crust of the planet.
Oh, okay.
And you got, well, you heard of the Great Crystal Cave in Mexico? Those are living organisms. Now, they drained it to get to the crystals. And they found out that that's not good for the crystals, so they filled it back up with water again. We're beginning to learn not to screw with certain things because they're the advantages that you have with the living functioning crystals is so great in comparison to a dead one that it's amazing. And we're beginning to learn, humanity, as stupid as we are, is beginning to learn that. Bingo. Okay.
Okay. Well, I
Okay.
guess we're gonna have to wrap it up, I guess. Were a couple more questions, but there's always next time, and there will be a next time as long as we have a functioning internet. Which is always fun. I don't know what was going on
Lord.
at the beginning of this particular show because we were having some problems. But anyway, the computer's been acting weird and all that stuff. So
Okay.
thank you everyone for listening. Thank you. Please share the little video we shared with you to uplift other people, and we will see you again soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll stand. We'll stand. We will stand. Standing